The following episode of the Comics and Crypto podcast is for informational purposes only, and anything expressed by the hosts or their guests is solely their opinion. This podcast does not constitute financial advice, and anyone wishing to invest should seek their own independent financial or professional help. Have fun and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Sean O'Hare, and I know comics.
Hi, I'm Spencer Vogel, and I know crypto.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lee Loader, and I don't know shit. This is the Comics and Crypto podcast.
Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, collector's world in a digital age. Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, it's where the next billionaires will be rich. It's comics and crypto.
Welcome back to the Comics and Crypto podcast. Today's episode is going to be super special as we will be interviewing our first official guest, the amazing Wendy Stibalis from the Women X VeVe. We are so honored to have her here, but first, we have some news and updates from the comics and crypto world, so let's get right into it. All right, gentlemen, how was your weekend?
What's up, motherfuckers?
I'm opening with that. That's our opening now.
Oh, are we recording?
It's just your voice. Yeah, that's just your voice from now on going, what's up, motherfuckers? That's going to happen on every podcast. How you guys doing?
Great.
Doing
oh my
great.
gosh, we had a great weekend. So recently, Kevin and I went down to LA and we went to a James Tynion signing. We actually got to meet the guy I've been talking about for the longest time on these podcasts, who I absolutely adore and admire. And it was incredible. And his career is just taking off, in my opinion, even though he's created some of the biggest comic books of all time.
That was awesome.
Recently, House of Slaughter, it was just announced that it's the biggest selling comic book ever.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
at least with Boom, for sure with Boom,
yeah.
which is one of the biggest brands. I mean,
How many copies did they sell?
480,000.
Wow.
So for all those who invested, it's going to be a bit of a HODL,
Yeah.
as I know, but it's such a great book, and it just shows the popularity of this book. And regardless of how many editions there are, if the supply doesn't meet the demand, it's going to go up. It's going to go up. So,
Yeah.
but congratulations to James Tynion. It was so
Absolutely.
great. There was surprisingly, so we went to Universal City Walk,
Mhm.
and there weren't a lot of people there.
No, there wasn't.
It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Everyone who was there was a huge James Tynion fan, and everyone was like, "This is fucking insane. Like, this guy should have lines
Yeah.
out the door."
And to really like sell how few people there were, we got there half an hour early,
Yeah.
and there were 2 people in front of us.
Yeah, and we got to go back in line to get more
Yeah.
signatures. And the craziest thing is, they announced that it was only going to be 2 signatures per
Mhm.
person, but they're like, "No one's here, so get back in line." So
Yeah.
we got like
Yeah.
15, 20 signatures
Yeah.
on our
was
comics. I bought a
amazing.
bunch of them.
We got to talk to him for a while.
Oh, yeah, it was great. And what's really cool is that we got to meet Joshua for the first time in person.
Yeah.
And Joshua is one of the incredible members of NineFinger.
Woo!
Yeah, so we got to meet Joshua for the first time. Big shout to Joshua and the entire band of NineFinger. I love you guys. You guys are so incredible. And
Absolutely.
everyone is just, by the way, everyone is just flooding over that song.
Every
Mhm.
time.
Everyone
There's always
is,
a comment.
yeah.
Always a comment about it.
People are telling me I sing the tune in my car way to work. I'm in the shower and I'm singing comics and crypto. So that's incredible. That's
No, it was
incredible.
awesome meeting Josh, man. That was so cool.
He's such a cool guy.
Yeah.
Such a cool guy. Oh, and also, so I also got his signature on my Marvel sign,
Oh, your big Marvel.
the big
poster.
Marvel sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was super excited about that. So
Nice.
he's now joined the Marvel family, even though he's only done a couple things. And it was so great the way he went about it too, signing it. He's like, "Well, I've only done a couple things with Marvel." And I said, "It doesn't matter. You did things with Marvel. You're part of the family. So sign."
Sign it now.
And he's like, "All right, well, I'll sign on the corner here, so I save room for everyone else." Like, you humble
Aw.
fuck, you humble bastard. I love you. No, but he's seriously, like, I had really high expectations meeting James Tynion, and he exceeded all of them.
Yeah.
And I
he
cannot
was really
wait
awesome.
to meet him again.
Oh, absolutely.
The guy is just incredible. And I would, if you're here, if you listen to this, James, we want you as a guest on our show one day.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
That'd be
Please.
incredible.
I had a really great weekend. I was down in Washington, D.C. this past weekend in our nation's capital, visiting my good friends Jake and Doug. Shout out Jake and Doug. So yeah, great weekend. Really good opportunity to get out and see the city, you know, outside of the historical stuff that I've seen in the past. If like every time I go to D.C., I'm always seeing museums and stuff. So it was cool to really just enjoy the city and relax while I was there. Got my buddy Jake to get into his first ever VeVe drop this weekend. I think he got one of the Ultra posters, I believe, from the James
Oh,
Bond
wow.
drop.
Ooh,
So
congrats.
that was his first ever
Nice.
NFT. So hopefully he gets into some more drops in the future. But yeah, great weekend. And Some other exciting news to share. I have just decided that I'm moving to Colorado for the winter to be a ski bum.
Oh,
So
Wow.
you'll be listening to me talk from Colorado in the next few months instead of from my apartment in Brooklyn. So look forward to that.
But before we get started, I just want to say thank you everyone who listens to our podcast for all the love and support. Like, it really means so much to all of us. You know, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in our first month, and all the comments that people leave, all the positivity, it's just, and thank you.
Yeah.
Those comments and all the love and support that you guys throw our way, it inspires us to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just so pumped. I'm so pumped about the future of our podcast and the space, and just to be a part of this experience with all of you. So again, from the bottom of my heart and the rest of the team, I know you feel the same way.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks. Thank you.
This has been an absolute honor, and we honestly still aren't sure we believe it yet. I think
Yeah.
we're still kind of in that zone of like, is this happening? Did this really? But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and for supporting us. This has been an amazing ride, and it's only going to get better.
I can't wait. You can't wait to. We have so many ideas.
Oh,
To,
yeah.
and all these drops happening. We're trying to make all these
I know.
videos. Like, but we have other ideas that would do. You know, with a lot of educational content
Yeah.
that we're currently working on to give people a better idea of like what do certain books mean. Like, what does a Grail comic mean? What does a key comic mean?
Yeah.
What does a spec book mean? And how do you approach these investments? Those are kind of some of the things I'm working on currently. But then we get bombarded with New York Comic Con.
4 drops in a week. How can we keep
Yeah,
up?
right? Oh my God.
But don't worry, we're working on it. I know people have asked about it, and this content will be coming. It'll come. It's not a matter if, just when.
Yes,
But thank you again, everybody, for the support. Really.
absolutely.
And to further thank all of our supporters, we actually decided to do a giveaway. So we'll actually be giving away 3 of the original episode 1 NFTs that we created for our community, for our earliest supporters. So we'll be doing a giveaway. Look out on our Twitter this week where we will be giving those away. So those NFTs were minted on the POAP platform. So POAP is an application that runs on the XDAI blockchain, which is a layer 2 scaling solution on Ethereum. So one of the really cool things that XDAI allows you to do, especially on the POAP platform, is you can actually do on-chain raffles. So something that we're going to be doing for these NFTs is we will be taking those NFTs, and then you will be able to use those to enter into the raffle. So only people that actually own the NFT and can prove ownership of that NFT will be able to enter that raffle. And that raffle will be for a VeVe collectible, to be determined what that will be. But yeah, please look out for that on our Twitter account.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. I can't wait.
Definitely be part of that. It's going to be a lot of fun, everyone.
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to talk a little bit about news and cryptos, but if you stay tuned, we have a special interview with Wendy Stibalis, and she's part of the Women X VeVe, and she is amazing, incredible. We cannot wait to talk to her. So please stay tuned for that interview. So what's going on, gentlemen? What's new?
A couple things in the NFT space has happened since last week. Dave & Buster's actually announced that they will be releasing NFTs in their stores. So if you're familiar with Dave & Buster's, it's a restaurant that also has this huge arcade system where you can load tickets, or, you can load money onto a card, and then you play games, then you win tickets. And then just like any arcade, you exchange those tickets for physical items. So prizes like, I don't know, poker sets and, little knickknacks, things like that. But they're actually changing up their model. And instead of just having those physical items, you actually be able to redeem those tickets for NFTs. It's a really, really smart move by Dave & Buster's. It's a great way to differentiate themselves. I think it'll drive in a lot of new business, bring in people who are interested in NFTs that maybe don't have any or already have them and want to get more. And also I think it's really smart because it'll bring their costs down. Everything's being done, with NFTs and being done online, assuming they're doing it on a platform where the minting costs are really, really low. That means that they don't have to go out and buy physical items to stock the shelves in their store. So, I think it's a great move on their part. So excited to see how that rolls out. And, I think they've released some commemorative NFTs in the past, but this is the first time that they're actually integrating it into their in-store and in-restaurant experience. So,
Oh, wow.
get out to your local Dave & Buster's and check it out.
Yeah, I haven't been to Dave & Buster's in a while.
Same.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool of them to actually, like you said, that's very smart of them to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, I haven't been to Dave & Buster's in years, and this would make
Yeah.
me interested to go back to one because I'm interested in NFTs.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh,
That was
that's super.
That was just like the whole Burger King thing.
Mhm.
Recently, Burger King just did a NFT drop for 3 different meals.
What?
And Spencer texted me before I don't even think they marketed this thing.
Barely marketed. So
They barely
it was on
marketed it.
it was on the Sweet platform.
Yeah,
So
I never even heard
Sweet is
about
it's an app, and I think they have an online web store as well. But yeah, they really did very little marketing, and I think maybe I got an email because I'm on their mailing list, and they're basically like, if you go to Burger King today and buy one of 3 boxes, you can scan a QR code on the box, and then that will give you an NFT. So we happen to be really, really quick, and we're one of the first people to do it. I think there's something like 150,000, available of these NFTs, and they're pretty much minted in order that you scan the QR code. So we happen to be some of the first 100 people basically in the entire country that went to a Burger King and bought this box and scanned this QR code in order to get the NFT.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
this.
and we all got sub 100s.
Mhm.
What?
Of 150,000.
Yeah, we shouted out to the group chat, and all of us, everybody
Yeah, we all
immediately
just
ran out to
sprinted
Burger King.
That's why last week, did you not notice the Burger King I had at the house?
No, I didn't notice.
Yeah,
I haven't
Sean
been
had
to
8
Burger King in
boxes of
10
Burger
fucking
King.
years. It was so funny. I was in line, and this really sweet woman gave me the same box. And I'm like, no. I need the other box. She's like, what? I need the other box because I want to get the NFT. I was
What's
like,
in the box?
What's in the box? But she was very sweet and she gave me the other box. So I just switched it out. Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. Well, good on you, Burger King. Damn.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of the weird niche shit that people are going to love in 10 years.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, people go to McDonald's and collect the Monopoly game pieces and get involved in all that kind of stuff. So why wouldn't they
100%.
do NFTs too?
and the toys as well. The toys are
Mhm.
massive.
Toys,
Yeah.
exactly. With September ending, OpenSea announced that it did over $3 billion in sales volume during the month, which is absolutely outstanding. I think that OpenSea is continually going to grow and continually bring in new users to the NFT space. It really is like the front page of NFTs, in my opinion. That is pretty much where everybody goes. And if it's continuing to have these numbers and these sales volumes, I think that once VeVe NFTs make its way onto OpenSea, we should be very, very excited.
Wow. Is that 3 billion just in September?
Just in the month of September. Yep.
Wow. That's a lot.
If that doesn't scream potential,
Yeah.
I don't know what does.
Wow.
So Axie Infinity launched staking of their AXS token this past week. AXS is their Axie Infinity Shard token, which is the governance token for the Axie Infinity game and platform. So you can actually currently take the AXS that you own, potentially you earn some in an airdrop, earlier in the year, and then you can stake that. Currently, you can stake that at an APY of 175%. Yes, you heard that right, 175% APY on your AXS. So if you have some great opportunity to make some extra money, and the company Sky Mavis, which is the parent company of Axie Infinity, they actually airdropped about $60 million worth of AXS to people this past week, to anybody who played the game prior to October 26, 2020. So they did a very, very large airdrop, back in, I want to say November of 2020. But they actually just did another retroactive airdrop. So, if you played the game before October 26, 2020, check your wallet because you may have some Axie Infinity tokens. I was very lucky. I played the game very early, so I think I received something like $2,500 worth of AXS this week just for playing the game a couple years ago. So
Oh, wow.
definitely check your wallets. Axie Infinity's parent company Sky Mavis also announced this week that they raised an additional $152 million in a fundraising round led by Andreessen Horowitz's crypto fund A16Z. Lots of money going into the ecosystem to further development there. So I think we will only continue to see major growth from Axie Infinity. The last numbers I saw, their daily active users are something like 1.5 million. And something else just came out recently that they are actually on track to generate $2.7 billion in annualized revenue. So it's a blockchain-based play-to-earn video game is earning $2.7 billion a year. And to compare that to a game like Fortnite's revenue in 2020 was $5.1 billion. So a blockchain game with, a fraction of the user base basically did about half the revenue of Fortnite this past year.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this just shows the power of where play to earn can go and other metaverses, because Axie is a metaverse. So I think we potentially could see similar numbers in VeVe very, very soon when they release their metaverse. And I'm sure they'll probably have play to earn games involved in their ecosystem as well. So a lot of stuff to look forward to there.
Now, that's awesome, man. Holy crap. I'm excited for that. Because look at that market. I mean, with brands that people recognize too. Oh my God, the potential. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
incredible.
they're doing this right now with these, these little monster looking tokens that most people don't know what they're playing with. Honestly, I've played the game. The game isn't really even that fun, in my opinion, but people are making money playing it. So people play it. So yeah, imagine what happens when VeVe does something like this and the games are actually fun and you're able to play with your favorite characters. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And then the last thing I have on the crypto side is actually a plug for the company that I work with. So Apollo NFT, the company I work with, they are releasing something called Satoshi's Legions. So Satoshi's Legions is a generative avatar project. So similar to the 10K avatar projects that you've been seeing, but it's pretty unique. So with Jose Delbo, who's our main client, who we've talked about on this podcast before, Jose Delbo is a massive, massive comic book artist who's gotten into the NFT scene. My company manages Jose Delbo's career. So Apollo NFT, we worked with Jose Delbo to create a brand new comic book character called Satoshi the Creator. So Satoshi the Creator is a Bitcoin-themed superhero. And for that superhero, we've done a number of NFT drops in the past that have done really well. But we are expanding upon that superhero and creating a whole superhero universe surrounding Satoshi the Creator, which we are calling the Satoshiverse. So the Satoshiverse is, like I said, it's basically a comic book universe and metaverse that we are creating surrounding this character. We are building out lore. We are building out a comic book. So you can expect a full augmented reality enabled comic book that we'll be releasing about Satoshi Creator and his story. And then with that, we're creating this Satoshi's Legions avatar project. So there will be 10,000 of these Satoshi's Legions 3D animated avatars. And then these avatars, which you're able to buy, will then actually be usable and will be your avatar and basically your gaming player within a play-to-earn game that we are building for the Satoshiverse. We are going to be putting out, like I said, a comic book. We're putting out a 10K avatar project and then also a play-to-earn game around the Satoshiverse. So definitely look out for future Satoshiverse sales. We are releasing Satoshi's Legions in a number of pre-sale tranches. The first 2 or 3 have already been sold, but I think we have something like 6,500 NFTs still to sell. So look out for future sales. You can go to Satoshiverse.io, or you can go to the Satoshiverse Twitter account or Instagram account to check it out.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Wow. Hey, Sean, so what's going on with VeVe, buddy?
Lots of amazing things happening with VeVe. First and foremost, ImmutableX and TikTok. I know you've all heard about this, and I can't wait to talk about it because TikTok is bringing out all their NFTs. They're starting to create NFTs as a company with their biggest stars and brands, and they are going exclusively to the ImmutableX marketplace. So what does that mean for VeVe? Well, TikTok has over 800 million users. 800 million users.
Wow.
VeVe is going to be on the ImmutableX platform as well, and the marketplace. That is incredible exposure for this company. Incredible for VeVe and massive exposure. I mean, think of it this way. If we just get 0.05% of the entire fan base of TikTok, that's 4 million people.
Yeah.
That's 4 million people, 0.05%.
Yeah.
And we're going to see a lot of stars like Bella Poarch and Lil Nas X and Gary Vee and Grimes, just to name a few. And there's a lot more. This is going to be huge for VeVe and for TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I foresee there being
incredible.
a lot of cross integrations as well. So I think you'll actually be able to basically take your NFTs that you own and bring them back to TikTok. So imagine basically you have a VeVe augmented reality NFT, then you can then use that to create TikTok videos with, and it's all integrated into the platform,
God.
right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Spencer,
Okay.
they just need to hire you right now. Both TikTok and VeVe need to hire you right now.
Sean,
and if they're not talking about
I think
that,
they had this idea, Sean.
Oh. I hope so. Because if they don't, wow, that is, oh my God, that's a great idea.
I
Holy
do
shit.
appreciate your excitement though. Thank you.
I can't even like that. Okay, I didn't even think of that, and think of the exposure that'll bring.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Actually using these things in TikTok.
Buy
videos?
Omi. Omi, just take my money, please. Just take my money, Omi. So very
What
exciting
can I
stuff there.
sell? Can I sell everything?
Yeah. So recently we had a Labbits drop, series 2 with Labbits with Frank Kozik, and there was quite a pleasant surprise
Yeah.
Mhm.
in that drop. Everyone was aiming for the rares and ultra rares, but what VeVe decided not to mention was that the Labicorn was animated. The second everyone found out about that, boom, it went from a $25 common to a bottom floor price of 500 gems.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
That's
Incredible. And that, I mean, I know they had a secret rare drop, and we were right about that prediction that it was for the people with Gemgate.
Right.
But this was really the secret rare of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, that was awesome that they didn't do it. And this is a really interesting debate I had with somebody on Facebook recently on the VeVe Collectibles page, how I talked about how for comic books, more scarcity in the physical world means more value in the digital world. But his argument was, well, you're forgetting about popularity. And it's true, because I just presumed a lot of the comic books I'm talking about are already popular, but he's super right. Popularity is so important.
Mhm.
Popularity,
Yeah.
right? So we're looking back at the Labricorns.
Yeah.
3,888 editions, I think.
Yeah.
And it's worth more, almost double of a rare.
Yeah.
And it's a cool one too. I mean, those two
Yeah.
rares are awesome.
Both the rares are
But
awesome.
this
yeah.
one is super special. super special. And I think this is going to crush it on OpenSea.
Yeah,
It's going to crush it on OpenSea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
no, it makes
keep an eye on
sense,
that
man.
one. Shame on me because I just went hard for the rares because I really wanted the Red Run one, and I got one. And I was super grateful for that
Which is
because
cool.
The Shining is one of my favorite horror films. But deep down inside, that Labracorn was so fucking cool. Like even without the animation, I was like, I really want to get that one, but like I only have one device. I only have one choice here, and I got the one I wanted, so I can't be ungrateful. I'm very, very grateful for it. But man, now look at that's animated. They rewarded the people who decided this is something I want as a collector.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it paid off.
I feel like it was pretty intentional. I think they knew that Labracorn was the most interesting one. It was the only one that was animated. And instead of making it the most hard one to get, you can actually increase, the value of something that should be cheaper by just making it better,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
It was 100% intentional. I totally agree with that. Yeah. Because
because that's such a weird one to put for a common.
I mean, at one point, the ceiling was around 750 gems, and then it dipped back down to 500. I don't think it's going to dip under 400. To be perfectly honest,
And that's amazing.
Yeah, I think if you're going to sell it under $400, you're making a huge mistake.
Absolutely.
Don't sell it. I mean, selfishly, I want to buy it from you for under $400, but I am not financial advice, but I'm telling you, don't do that.
Yeah. Because if Sean DMs you asking for one for under 400, tell him no.
The second that VeVe announces that you're going to be able to take these are going to be the first NFTs taken off VeVe for places like ImmutableX, but Marketplace and OpenSea, these are going to skyrocket in price. And they're all going to skyrocket in price. But I personally think this might be one of the most successful. I think this is going to be one of the most popular NFTs off VeVe that's going to be sold first on the open market.
Right.
I really do. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's super fun. People are it's growing a massive following just for the NFT itself. People are very excited about it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was another Discord group for all the owners of the Labracorn.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. There was another, I saw it on the Facebook VeVe Collectibles group page.
Nice.
Yeah. How cool is that?
All right.
That's super rad, right? That's what's really important, though. At the end of the day, we talk about HODL or sell, copyright, comics and crypto.
There you have it, folks.
But what's
legally
even
binding.
more,
Legally binding.
but it goes deeper than HODL and sell, guys. It's HODL or SELLabrate. That's what it comes down to. Don't settle for a sale. Don't settle. You want to celebrate a sale, especially for a very popular item or one that you've been holding on to, or it's one of your key part of your collections. If it's a key part of your collection, you want to celebrate that sale. If you have a secret rare comic, if you have a super low mint of something, don't settle for a sale. Don't FOMO. Hold on to what you have. You have it for a reason. You believe in it, or you got it for very cheap on drop day. Hold on to it. Because in my opinion, not financial advice, but it's going to pay off in the end. You want to celebrate. You want to be so fucking happy when you sell that, or if you hold on to it. But if you do sell it, you want to buy a bottle of Dom Perignon and you want to celebrate with that significant other or your friends. Pop that off, man, because you were going to celebrate. You want to have a great fucking time, and you want to celebrate that sale, because that's the future of where these things are going. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about selling something very important to you, or a very important piece of your collection. Don't settle.
A good way to prevent yourself from potentially selling something too early, just make sure you don't spend money that you can't afford to lose. That is very, very important. NFTs are very risky. Obviously, everybody in the VeVe space has made a lot of money, but you got to be wary. This is a new technology. This is a new space, and it is potential you could lose money here. So definitely make sure you only invest money that you're able to lose.
Yeah.
100%. Never go outside of your means.
Yeah,
exactly.
And sometimes I do understand you have to make decisions, right? You have to sacrifice one NFT, potentially sell it, but you see the potential in something else. Go with your gut. Do your research and go with your gut. As long as you do your research and you put the time in and effort to make sure you're making the best decision for your investment and your collection, you should do fine in the end. Personally, at the end of the day, I think all these collectibles are going to do great. We're in the very beginning, and there's still, in my opinion, a very few of them compared to where this space is going. And these are the first of their kind. So just go with your gut, but do the research, put the time in, because that will give you the best answer.
Yeah. HODL or SELLabrate.
HODL or SELLabrate, baby. We got to make t-shirts, HODL or
We
SELLabrate.
definitely should.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And the fuck the moon, let's go to Mars.
Yeah.
We're definitely making t-shirts for that, guys.
Don't worry, people. These t-shirts are coming.
These t-shirts are
We're
going to
working
come.
on it, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah. Right, then you'll know for sure where it came from. I don't want to hear another podcast. The fuck the moon, let's go to Mars. No. That came here.
Yeah.
That was our idea.
That's us. Copyrighted
That's
again.
the only thing I'll
Copyright.
selfishly take credit for is that it came from us. New York City Comic Con. It's a big week. It's a big week. We're partially into it, and there are a lot of big drops coming, and they still have yet to announce a few more that are coming.
Yeah.
So everyone, keep your ear to the ground. Listen for new announcements. If you are not getting up-to-date information by the second from VeVe, I strongly recommend you do this. Go on their Twitter account, just follow them at VeVe Official. I'll post the link down at the bottom of the details. Hit that alert button, and you will be updated instantly the second that they announce something. And that's how you'll stay most up to date on all the announcements. The emails take a little bit of time, and they sometimes are delivered a little late, but Twitter, it's almost instantaneous.
Yeah, obviously we will keep you up to date on anything that we feel is prevalent on our channel as well. But yeah, please be sure to follow them to stay up to date the moment anything is announced.
Between us and them, you'll be updated.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. And then continue to check out our HODL or Sell videos to determine what to do on the drops.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of sleep this week. not a lot of sleep this week with all these videos.
No sleep at all.
But I'm excited. It's crazy. I'm excited about it. I've never been so hyped and excited about not sleeping.
All right. Our guest today is a VeVe community leader, a founder of the Women X VeVe, as well as a moderator of the VeVe Collectibles Facebook page and her own YouTube channel. We are excited to welcome the awesome Wendy Stibalis.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Spencer. Hey, Kevin. How are you guys?
Hey, Wendy.
We're doing very good. Thank you.
So excited to have you, Wendy.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for inviting me, actually. This is an honor. Thank you.
Oh, it's our
Oh,
pleasure.
thank you.
Well,
It's
we
our
are
pleasure.
honored to have you as our first guest.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And
oh my God. Thank you. Thank you so much. guys.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Wendy. I've said this to you many times, but just so everyone knows, it's because of Wendy that I kickstarted this podcast. It was her support and just everything on the VeVe Collectibles group page that inspired me to realize that people want this information. And Wendy, you're a huge contributor to that. So thank you so much.
No problem at all, Sean. Thank you for that, I guess.
Let's dive into a little bit of background. When did you get started with VeVe, and what inspired you to get started with VeVe?
Well, I started in VeVe back in March, but what made me join into the NFT space was that I was investing in crypto for 3 years around, and I found in one of the crypto groups on Facebook a post about VeVe, and since the moment that I just saw the post about VeVe, I was like, man, I have to invest in that. So I jumped into the guy that wrote the post. I bought from him my 2 first NFT. That was a Finn and a Princess Bubblegum. And that's how I start.
So VeVe was actually the first NFT project ever that you invested in, right?
Yeah. Actually,
Cool.
I knew about NFTs because of TikTok.
Nice.
So
Oh,
yeah, that's how I knew about NFTs.
Maybe we should be promoting on TikTok.
Maybe.
Actually, like, to be honest, TikTok has been a really good platform for me to know like basic info that lead me to new NFT projects, new crypto coins, etc. So,
And it's
Oh,
really
wow.
serendipitous that we're all going to ImmutableX together, right?
Mhm.
With TikTok. And
That's right.
yeah. How cool is that?
That's actually
TikTok going
really
to
cool.
ImmutableX, VeVe going
Yeah.
to ImmutableX. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's a big coincidence, and
Just
I
one
love
big
it.
family on Immutable.
I know, right? yeah, that's the story.
So what was your first drop? Was it Princess Bubblegum? Was that your first ever drop?
No. My first drop actually was the DeLorean, but I was going to be in the Ultraman, but I was afraid, to be honest. So I took my time. So now I took my time before buying actually my first drop. And my first drop with my own gems was the DeLorean.
Oh, nice. I love
I
that.
think that was my first drop
Yeah,
too.
I
That's
actually
super
think
cool.
that was
Yeah,
mine as well.
I remember that. We're all together that day.
What did you get?
That's all.
What did you get, guys?
It actually worked out really well
Yeah.
because I mean, as we all remember, the app was not friendly at the
No,
time
no.
because there's so many people trying to get that DeLorean, and it couldn't handle that many people.
Yep.
And I think at the time it was only probably maybe 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I
And
still
it
ended up
kept
getting a
freezing,
rare,
but
though.
I got super lucky. I ended
Yeah.
up getting, I think, 2 ultra rares that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
app
I
crashed.
I didn't get any.
Oh, really?
The app crashed
No.
hard.
Okay, so
it's
I got a long mint. 146 was my mint of the ultra rare.
Oh, really?
shit.
Yeah.
What?
That's incredible. That's
Wow.
a HODL. That's a hard
That's
HODL.
amazing.
Yes, I know. I still have
Good
that
for
one.
you, Wendy. That's amazing.
Wow.
I think when the DeLoreans came out, that was before they started randomizing the serial numbers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
You were
I
super quick.
think I was okay. So this is the thing. I was like on time, like as always, but I didn't leave the page because I know that it crashed that day. The website, well, the app crashed. But someone told me you never leave the screen, and that's what I did. So that's what I got. That's how I got it.
Oh, wow.
Good for you. That's
That's
incredible.
Yeah.
Was there a moment when you realized this company is really something special?
Oh, I think when I start to realize the profits of my investment, how
Right.
fast it was. For one side, that because of course I start for investing. Yes, I start to earn way more than in normal investing. So I was like, man, something is good here. And also because I knew that all of them, they were like FA. So it was like, it's the first time of this kind of NFTs. It's the first time. So I know about the importance of FA in real world or in general. So I knew that I was in something big, but also the support of the community. I think that was another thing that I was like, man, these people really believe in this project. So I think those two things helped me to realize that it was like a big company.
Good for you for jumping in early and understanding the
Yeah.
importance of a first appearance because
Yeah.
a lot of people slept on that for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
A long time. Wendy, were you a collector before you got involved with VeVe?
Not really, because I think my only collection was Harry Potter because I love Harry Potter. So
Nice.
yes, but that was for 10 years, I guess, kind of. But before that, no, not really. But when I like something, I really go into collecting all that I can. But I'm not a real big collector.
What's your favorite piece from your Harry Potter collection?
Oh my God. I think it was my cape that my dad bought for me, that he brought it from London, but I lost it. So I don't have it anymore. So
No, it's sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was it? It was a cape?
yeah, the cape
Yeah.
of Gryffindor.
Yeah. Has collecting in the digital world inspired you to collect in the physical world now?
Actually, to be honest, I haven't bought anything, but I do believe that is going to start soon because I really like the pieces, like the Batmans and actually the comics. I was thinking on buying some of them, but I know that the ones that I like because I have expensive taste. Are
Well, you know to talk to about that one.
Yep.
Actually, it was because of you, Sean, to be honest.
Yeah.
And my brother have told me about the prices of the collectibles that I have. Well, especially the comics. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to afford them. Yes, but I do think that is going to inspire me to have more collectibles in physical world.
So what has been your favorite experience about the VeVe platform so far?
Let me think. Okay, so the day that I got the ultra rare of the Cthulhu, of the Crypt games, that was the day that for the first time I saw my money went from, I think it was 19, the ultra rare, to jump to 300. So after that, with all those gems, I start to invest it again in more drops. So my collection started to grow. And that's how I knew that I was into something big, because people was like giving the value of the collectibles, and I knew that I was into something big, especially because I was in the first season. So I kind of see the future, like thinking about new users, new people realizing how big is this. And I was just in the beginning. So I was like, wow, this is going to be huge. And also because of the license. So I know DC and all those big brands, especially DC and Marvel, they're not going to jump into a project that is not like reliable or something.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think that was the first moment.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely we're going to sidetrack a little bit and focus more on the women of VeVe, because you guys have done such an incredible job. The interviews are so much fun, and I just love everything that you guys are doing. And
Thank you.
so how did that start? Because I know you're one of the leaders of the group. How did that group begin?
Okay, so the group of the girls start because Orange Bag Lady made a group where she connected us. And so one day I just asked about what about if we can do a little bit more, no? So I asked to the girls who wanted to join into a stream, just us, only girls. But in the beginning, no one actually jumped into it because they were afraid of the camera. So it took me a lot of time until new girls, they said, okay, let's do it. And that's how we started the first stream. And after that, I just thought, what about if, because I like, how do you say, equality? So I said, what about if we join with that guy, with one of the guys, so we can have a discussion. So I invited Johnny Dune. And after that, Reese saw the stream and he told Claire that he would like to be with us. So I brought him, and that's how everything started. Just has been like basically coincidence.
It's really fun. You're all such a great group of people. It's just
Exactly.
so fun. Just to hang. I feel like you're hanging out in a room and just talking to friends.
Exactly.
That's the coolest part about that. Yeah.
Yes, that was like the main idea when I started with Johnny, because I thought like this is about knowing people, not just like the normal questions about AMA, because they still are going to be answer them like in the other AMA. So we thought, what about if we ask them about who they are, who's Riz, who's Alex, who's Dan? And Claire also said that, and I agree with that. So we changed the questions, but I think that led us to the question that everyone were expecting, I guess.
That's so awesome. Yeah, big shout out to Claire. Claire's a wonderful person. Such amazing things for the community as well. And
Yes,
I'm excited to get to know the rest of the team. Yeah, I'm very excited to get to know everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I hope more girls are comfortable to just stream with their own guests. I think it's going to take us a little bit of time because some of them are afraid, but we hope that the next guests are great for the VeVe family.
Yeah, speaking of which, are you able to share any of the upcoming guests that you have, or is it too early?
Well, for now, I can tell you, well, on Saturday, I'm going to have Daniel Lee.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
If everything goes well, I think we are going to have someone else of the VeVe team. I don't want to give details.
Sure.
Okay, we won't leak it.
By process of elimination. That's so cool, though. No, Daniel, I watch a lot of his videos. He's such a cool guy. Brings such a great insight to the space, and I really respect everything that Daniel does. So definitely, everyone subscribe and check out his channel if you haven't done so already. He's such a wonderful dude.
Yes, thank you, guys. So, yes, I'm excited about them. Like, to be honest, all of the guests has been just pure coincidence. Like, well, unless that I'm talking about Alex. Alex, I invited him into my normal VeVe nights that actually I invited Sean before. But like Women X VeVe start, so I told him, what about if better I invite you there? So I moved him from my own like show to the Women X VeVe. So yeah, everything has been coincidence, to be honest.
To change gears a little bit, I had a question for you. So this is something that we've spoken about on our own that I just wanted to bring up. So we spoke about how you are interested in bringing VeVe and Ecomi and this whole space to the Spanish-speaking community. I was just curious about what you've done to do that so far.
Well, since I think July or June, we with Luis Gatica, the counselor on Twitter, we start to do spaces on Wednesday, every Wednesday, just to talk about VeVe, but in Spanish. But right now, the VeVe team has opened a Spanish and French channel in the Discord, in the official Discord. So we are trying to bring more new people to the community, new users, especially from Facebook and Telegram. But I think people need to feel more comfortable with Discord because they don't know how to use it. But eventually we want that VeVe can translate, or we have translated some of the rules, but we want to do more, so to give more exposure for Latin and Spanish community.
Great.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome, Wendy. That's great. I'm super excited to get a lot more diversity into VeVe because right now the platform is only in English, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we're able to have more languages, which I know they're working on, especially if we're in Asia, like in China, man, this platform is just going to get bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine.
I can't wait.
I mean, it's like,
yeah, I'm excited.
I mean, we're at a small end right now, and it's about to be huge.
Yes, I'm excited as well because for some people they really don't speak any English, so they so they miss all AMA. Even a girl asked me to do like in the Women X VeVe in Spanish, like at the same time. But I'm like, no, it's really hard to do a host and also being at the same time translating. So. But I do understand that I really want to have a Women X VeVe in Spanish. So I'm just waiting for the correct guest, I guess, for that. Because, yes, Spanish speakers, I think, are a huge part of the community.
That's so great. And it's an inspiration because everyone who loves the space, but the language barrier is tough for them. Like I know that there's a group for specifically in German. I've heard about that. And I strongly encourage anyone, if there isn't a group specifically for their language and you have an opportunity to create a group to get more people involved, do it. Kickstart it.
Absolutely.
Get involved. That's awesome. People will jump in.
Oh yeah.
Actually, in the official Discord, they are looking for modes for the other languages. So they're looking for German, I think, I don't remember, in Hindi, I guess, or another languages. So if any of you guys or people that is listening,
anyone out there who speaks
Hindi,
India is going to be a big country.
If any of our listeners wanted to become a moderator on the Discord server, how would they do that? Should they reach out to you? Should they reach out to the team directly?
I think they can DM me, so it's easier to reach to Noah, but they can also reach to Noah. So either way, I think better if they write to Noah, but if he doesn't reply soon, so they can DM me, so maybe I can do something for them.
That's awesome. We'll make sure to include a link down below in the details.
Yeah. So onto a more of a fun question. What is your favorite collectible that you own on VeVe?
My favorite, I think, is Pride, Lucky. Well, it used to be Princess Bubblegum, but I don't have her anymore. But I think then it's Lucky and Pride.
Wow, we got a whale in the house.
Oh my God. No, I wish. I got it in the drop, so I really love it.
Yeah, that's great.
Actually, I got the full set of Givenchy in the drop.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Good for you.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, I know. That's one of my, how do you say, most pride. How do you say pride moment?
Proud moments.
Proud moment of God.
That's so cool. And I feel that same energy because I was with my buddy and we're driving in a car, and this is one of the proudest drops I got too. So I feel the same way. And we were driving the car, and it was 3, 2, 1, and we both got it at the same time. And it was just like the best moment because I really, really wanted this one as a collector. That to me, with the Pride one was very important. So I share that sentiment with you, and super happy that we were able to pull it off.
Oh yes, I think that drop was really special. Yeah. I need a new one like that, but so far no more luck.
Don't worry, Wendy, it's only gonna get harder.
I hope.
How'd you drop this morning?
Horrible. Well, not that bad as usual because I got the uncommon. So.
Oh, that's great.
At least I'm improving from Team Common to Team Uncommon.
Team Common misses you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the queen of Team Common, man.
Yes, you are.
And you guys, what did you get?
I didn't get
got-
anything.
No,
Come on.
yeah, I got two comments.
I got 2 uncommons actually.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh
There
my
you go,
God.
bud.
Yeah, just change things up a bit.
Wow.
Good. That's a lot of luck.
What do you feel is your best purchase? And is there a sale that you regret?
My best purchase is I think Pride.
Yeah.
And Pride, and the worst, I guess. I don't think I have like the worst, because I do believe in long term. So I know that all of them, they're gonna go up eventually. So I don't regret in any of them.
Great.
Good for you.
Good.
And what is your one, besides Pride, what's your one long-term HODL in your collection?
You know that one, because I asked you for
was
a ban. It's the secret rare of Fantastic Four.
There we
A
go.
wonderful
Ooh,
purchase. Wonderful
nice.
purchase.
And it was
I'm-
like I was really lucky. I was actually really lucky because I trade my lucky. I had 2 luckies. One of them, it was mint 600 something. And I traded for the secret rare of Fantastic Four, the ultra rare of, I think it was Fantastic Four, and a low mint of common Marvel #1 that is like 800 or something. So
Oh, wow.
It was-
yeah. You hit a
Yeah.
home run. You did so well. I'm so I was so proud of you when you told me that. Like, Wendy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so I don't have
yeah.
luck in the drops, but I do have a lot of luck with the trades, because for
Yeah, you
example,
do.
I have made like really good trades. I also received low mint common #1 750 for a tip. So that was
Oh
like
wow.
wow.
I'm like, for Marvel Comics #1?
yeah, Marvel #1, the comic.
Oh wow. Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing. That's
Mhm.
amazing.
Thanks to all the information that Sean has given me, that's what I basically start to collect more comics than collectibles.
Can you hear me blush?
The blush
Now
was
that you
awful.
Yeah. Wendy, it was such a pleasure having you on our podcast today. You're such an amazing person, and we're so grateful for everything that you do.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
No, thank you guys for inviting me. It was like an honor. Like, I think for me, it's really important to support the community. So anything you need, please let me know.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Thank you
You're
so
so
much,
amazing.
Wendy.
You're so amazing.
I really appreciate you coming
Thanks,
on.
Wendy.
It's been awesome.
You're very welcome, guys. Bye,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
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 A huge thank you again to Wendy for being our first guest on the Comics and Crypto podcast, and thank you all for tuning in and supporting the show. We really do appreciate the love and community that has come from this adventure of ours. And much like VeVe, it's only the beginning. Next week, we will have more news and updates about the New York Comic Con VeVe drops. Stay awesome, and as we always say, fuck the moon, let's go to Mars. Music is by NineFinger. Make sure to check out their music at NineFinger.com. And you can follow them on Instagram at NineFinger999. Be sure to check them out and send them some love.
Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, collectors world in a digital age. Comics and crypto, crypto and comics is where